Hi, I'm Jaden Crayford. Welcome to the presentation outlining the communication issues that NZIDF see as critical to the project's success and which provide the basis for field worker communication training. First issue is around gender and communication. Current issues is with women holding a low position in society. Women in Papua New Guinea are extremely hardworking but aren't afforded the opportunity to make decisions, nor do they have access to purchase land. It is also important to look at the different ways that there is also an issue around the different ways and purposes that men and women have when communicating. Men often look to give advice and gain the upper hand in negotiating, whereas women look to seek understanding as well as relate to those that they're communicating with. There's also a deeply entrenched tribal and big man culture, meaning that the opportunities for women are low, with a very low representation, with only one member of parliament and only one judge in Papua New Guinea being held by a woman. The next issue is around power and status and communication. The power is unstable due to campaign methods often revolving around over-promising and under-delivering. The next issue is around power and status and the differences between the two and the effects of having power without status. Power in this context is the ability or capacity to direct or influence the behaviour of others or the course of events. Status is defined as the relative social or professional position or one's standing. We're looking at the effects of influencing power without status. It is clear that there is a greater amount of interpersonal content when operating from a position of low status. The next is the issue of the difference between power distance, with Papua New Guinea having a high power distance as opposed to New Zealand's low power distance. Within New Zealand, managers looking to integrate themselves in communicating with their subordinates, whereas in Papua New Guinea, subordinates look to only receive orders and do as they're told, with managers often having their respect and authority. The key issues that should be training and focused on is valuing the importance of gender development and understanding the challenges faced when attempting to incorporate gender development into a development project. The next is understanding the Food and Agriculture Organisation development strategy on including women in rural development, and talking and understanding how important developing women is and how integral it is into the long-term sustainability of these development projects. There's also the importance of knowing that the results will not be seen immediately from this, and knowing that the seeds of change will be planted, and eventually the culture will shift to be much more inclusive of women. The next thing is understanding the difference and importance of status and power, and waiting for staff to gain the respect of those in the communities before attempting to leverage too much power. The final part is understanding how to use the high power distance in Papua New Guinea to their own advantage. Also knowing that they also have to recognise that power is gained through respect and status, but knowing that once they have that power, they will be able to influence those a lot more freely than with less questioning as they would in New Zealand. Thank you for listening to my presentation.